Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Pookie and bring guys another video. Today I'm going to talk a bit about sniping in Battlefield 4. Yeah, I've moved over to the Battlefield side. I like Battlefield way more than Call of Duty Ghost. So let's talk a bit about sniping. So in Battlefield 4 you basically have two different kind of snipers. So you have the passive sniper who is going to lay on the top of the hill, and he isn't going to move much the entire round, just a bit to line a sniper up with the enemies. And at the other hand you have the aggressive sniping, which I prefer. And with the aggressive sniper is going to go to the battlefield and rush along with the assault classes and the engineer classes, and I love that. But you maybe think that isn't very realistic, Pookie, Call of Duty, blah, blah, blah. But you must know Battlefield 4 isn't very realistic, as you know, because it acts like it's realistic, but it's nothing compared to real life. If you want to have some kind of simulation, I would recommend Armored 3, but in Battlefield 4 it's very effective to play as sniper. Even in the close quarters modes like Domination, I end up getting a lot of kills with sniper. As you probably see in the background, I get some decent clips. So yeah, if you don't care anything about the commentary, just look at the clips and you have a decent video too. But now I'm going to compare the two major options of what you can pick from. You have the Scout Elite and you have the 338 Recon for aggressive sniping. Which is the best? I will talk a bit about it, and to start off with, I will say the advantages of the 338 Recon first. All the stats are delivered by Simtic, so they are pretty accurate. But to start off with, the Recon does more damage at long range, 59 compared to the 36.6 of the Scout Elite. But you don't need those damage because it's at long range, and if you're going to play aggressive, you're playing close quarters, and you don't need those, and it doesn't matter if the damage drops at long range. And even if you hit someone at long range at very long range with the Recon, it takes 2 shots to kill him compared to the 3 of the Scout Elite. But what is the chance you're going to hit him another time at maximum range? So pretty useless. Also the Recon has way less bullet drop, but yeah, at close quarters that doesn't matter. And also the damage drop of the Recon is way further, 150 meters compared to 110 meters of the Scout Elite, but also that is useless. So you don't need those things. So all the advantages of the 338 Recon are pretty useless. So but what does the Scout Elite does better? But what does the Scout does better? It simply shoots its round 50% faster. So after the first shot you can shoot a second shot way faster, and in close quarters that can mean the difference between life and death. So yeah, it's very useful. Also the bullets fly faster, so but that's a really advantage, and it's very useful. But yeah, that's it for the stats comparison. So let's now move on to the attachments, which is also one of the most important parts of your sniper rifle. As optic, I would go for the 8x scope, but I can understand if you want to play with the ACOG or the 6x scope, but it's just a matter of preference. So play where you feel comfortable with. As accessory, I would prefer the variable zoom, because there aren't really any other good choices in my opinion. You also have the laser sight, but I found it rather distracting than helpful. Maybe if you want to perform some no scopes, you should use it, but in my opinion I don't use it. And also the flash is pretty useless in my opinion. As barrel in close quarters, you could either use the suppressor or the muzzle brake. The suppressor In Battlefield 3 the suppressor reduced your damage, but in Battlefield 4 it doesn't, and so if you want to play with the suppressor and try to be a bit sneaky, you could choose that, but I choose the muzzle brake. As auxiliary you should definitely use the straight pull, because it's very annoying to have to scope out every time you choose a round, and also you don't want to end up using the bipod, because that's an attachment for if you're going to play passive and standing still a lot. So don't use the bipod, use the straight pull. So let's now go through the gadgets in Battlefield 4. As aggressive sniper, I would prefer the PLD or the MAV as first gadget, but in my opinion the PLD is just a bit better at close range and as aggressive sniper, because it's basically the portable version of it. It has the heat vision, and you can tag vehicles with it, because with the MAV you have to sit in a corner, don't expose yourself too much, and let the flying bot do his work and control it a bit, but you're very vulnerable at that moment, so I would prefer the PLD over the MAV. And of course, as second gadget, you should use the C4. C4 is added to the Recon class in Battlefield 4, because now the Recon class is a bit more engaged to the battle. So that is for the attachment, the gadgets and the stats. So now I'll give you some tips on the battlefield. So you must also always remember you are very vulnerable, so don't expose yourself too much. Look out for cover, lean behind walls, and don't expose yourself too much. Just don't run in front of everyone, and play a bit defensive. Also, if you don't like the looks of your sniper, don't play with it. Maybe you think, oh, the stats of the scout lead are much better, but I like the looks of the Recon more, and I end up getting a lot of kills with it. So yeah, then just play with Recon, nobody's stopping you. You can play better with snipers, which you like the looks of, so play with which you prefer of look. So, and also don't change of your scope too much. If you're getting used to the 8x scope, don't use the 6x scope, because you will perform way less with it. Also, don't count on quick scoping like it's Call of Duty. In Call of Duty you have the one-hit kill. Snipers in Battlefield 4 you haven't, so you must quick scope a headshot to have a one-hit kill. So yeah, that's very hard, so don't count on it, only use it in emergencies. So and the last thing, you can get a one hit on the head or also a small part in the chest, but that's very hard to hit, so always aim for the head. And last but not least, have fun. If you don't like playing sniper, don't play with it, just play the game you wanted to play. So this was Pookie, bye.